Welcome all to the announcement of the prize winners. This is my first, because I just I'm the new kid on the block here, and this is the sort of stuff I really enjoy doing, because I basically don't have to do any work. I just have to like give people good news, which is not something that I get to do all that often, right? So it's this is a wonderful thing to be involved with, and it's been going on for a long time at GDN, for 20 years, and it's our flagship program. So I'm going to be reading some notes from the jury for all the members. All of this stuff will be shared with the mentors, basically, that you'll be assigned. Of course, second and third prize winners are going to have to scale down things a little bit, and then this will be fine-tuned with the mentors. So let me get to what you all want to hear. So we're dealing now, of course, with the Japanese Award for Outstanding Research on Development, and the first prize goes. Let me just call them Team This, Team That. Okay, goes to Team Hakimu, and Team Hakimu. So Severi, congratulations. Kampala has the best beer in all of East Africa. At least I can tell you that. Very happy. I'm born in the Cameroon, so I guess I'm slightly biased probably here. And it was a project. The project is entitled "Strengthening Urban Land Conflict Management and Tenure Security in Post-COVID Land Governance," and then experiences and lessons from Lusanja informal settlement in Kampala. I've actually worked quite a bit on tenure security, not in Uganda, but in other countries. So this is something that I know a little bit about. But let me read you and you'll get hard copies of this. I mean, hard copies in the sense of you don't take notes. Okay, just enjoy the moment. So for the first prize, which is $30,000 US, so the jury was impressed with the proposal, which asks extremely important and pressing questions related to land, equity, and inclusion in the context of COVID, and lays out an innovative approach to explore these issues. In terms of ensuring that the research project is even stronger. Again, this is what the jury, this is stuff that you have to really take to heart, right? Because people have spent a lot of time looking at all the proposals. But anyway, so to make it even stronger, it's important to accurately grasp the consequences of the demolition and eviction and their impacts on the lives of these affected communities, for the simple reason that these will serve as the basis for later and subsequent analysis of the impacts of COVID-19 on various communities. Taking as an inspiration, I would say, a specific pre-COVID-19 eviction episode at the Lusanja settlement. The jury noted that it contains a well-developed plan for quantitative data collection through a survey of the settlement, and something which is particularly dear to my heart. Again, I had nothing to do with the jury. Okay, I'm like completely outside of this, but an event study approach to identification. As an econometrician, when people start talking about identification strategies, I'm a happy camper. So congratulations, really congratulations on this. Joao, you want me to go through all three, and then we have the members make the winners make their comments?
You can. He can speak now if you want, and
let's
do
it. Let's let him enjoy the moment in the limelight right away. I think that's a very good idea. Hakimu, you have the floor.
All right. Hi everyone. I hope you are all doing well. I'm extremely happy and grateful for having been the best from the PHRD cohort. We are really happy, and this is extremely thrilling. I thank the GDN team for coming up with this award, and also thank the efforts of my colleague Viola Nwahereza from the Urban Action Lab for the support she has provided through the process. I take the opportunity to thank the colleagues here who attended the training during prior the pitching. And also thank Rowena and Joe for the guidance they offered to us in preparation for the final day to the presentation to the jury. I'm extremely happy and hope we are going to collectively implement this to contribute to the development and finding solutions to the pressing challenges that face our society at large. Thank you so much, and hope to continue participating in each and every activity and cause that may come through. And I look forward to working with the GDN team and whoever will be assigned to me to ensure that we have the deliverables that have been planned for this particular project. I wish all the best to all my colleagues from the MIDP and ORD, and we hope to continue collaborating on a number of several initiatives towards making the world a better place for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hakimu. So that was, well, anyway, congratulations. Congratulations, and thank you for those words. So let me get to the second prize of the Japanese Award for Outstanding Research on Development. And the second prize goes to Team Shabana Khan on assessing infodemic in post-COVID-19 risk communication and governance. So again, this is something which is, I mean, I do a lot of work in health as a researcher. I've worked on things like adherence to using internet tools and SMSs and stuff like that, also to adhere. So I'm very much aware of the importance of communication and miscommunication in all sorts of aspects of dealing with health-related issues, not just health-related issues. But anyway, let me read you, and congratulations. So let me read you what the jury had to say about your project. So let me quote. So the issue of risk communication in a context of disasters, epidemics, and climate change is important, as is the added complication, and we all know this from COVID, of ill-informed, and they quote, excessive and hazardous miscommunication. I love the term infodemic. It's a very nice neologism. I really like the term, especially considering this is an under-researched field, which I can attest to, very much under-researched. Given that the scope of the study is going to be altered to be feasible under the slightly reduced grant amount, so what the jury is suggesting is that you focus on phase 1 and 2, and analyze the relationship between policy documents. Again, text analysis is a really big thing, at least in my little world of economists. Text analysis is one of the new big things that people are doing. Anyway, so analyze the relationship between policy documents and other literature and key issues in infodemics to create reliable infodemics maps as much as possible. Again, I could not agree more. I've worked in the past a lot with people who are epidemiologists, and this is all GIS stuff. So I mean, the maps are incredibly important, and it is also important to consider how to incorporate a governance perspective. This is a suggestion of the jury in this analysis, and to therefore identify the effects of different risk communication strategies on health and other outcomes. So again, congratulations. This is also is a very nice. It's going for less tangible things, but economists will tell you information. There's a market for information as well, and it's an imperfect market, and that's exactly what you're getting at. So I'd like to invite you to say a few words. You have to unmute, Shabana, or Joao has to unmute you, Shabana.
Sorry, I was not able to unmute before. And so I'm really grateful to GDN and everyone, and also the Ministry of Finance from Japan for creating such kind of grants, because it's really important for us. And we are really excited because it's very encouraging to do further research on infodemic and risk communication, because we think there is a lot to be change in that direction, and this research will really be transformative, could produce transformative result if we do it accurately. And along with me, we also have Dr. Jyoti Mishra and Dr. Noah Ahmed, who will be my fellow team members. And because I've been speaking so much about this, so I also want to invite them to speak a few words because they want to share as well.
Thank you. We are very excited to join the team and work on this important problem. These problems are more severe in developing regions, but we have picked the regions UK, India, and Bangladesh. And we saw it's affecting in developed country as well as developing regions. So it will be interesting to see how things propagate and how we can address this. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, thank you all for this opportunity. And I think one thing that I wanted to add further to what I know Shabana did a brilliant presentation the other day, and to what Noah and Shabana has already said, what I wanted to add was when we were doing some paper on risk communication, especially on comparing SFDRR and also sustainable developments and UNFCCC as well, what we realized was there was not much around risk communication itself. So I'm hoping that through this project, we'll be able to add on a little bit more and then create some kind of impactful research. So thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, congratulations to the team Shabana. Let me move on now to the third prize, which goes to Team Cristo Gorpudolo. I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hate massacring people's names. So I've never actually worked in Liberia. I've worked, actually, no, I have worked in Sierra Leone where I haven't worked. I've worked in Liberia. Worked in Liberia a few years ago, actually, with the Swedish International Development Agency. Very interesting country. And anyway, so the third prize goes to Team Cristo for a project entitled Post-COVID-19 Governance, Emerging Trends, Resilience, and Lessons for Public Emergency in Sub-Saharan Africa, a case study of Liberia. Let me read you what the jury has to say. So this is a compelling proposal to explore in more detail the impact that COVID-19 has had on governance and state-society relations in one country, including in terms of the policy process and the responses of various actors. Nevertheless, they do have a critique, right? I mean, but it's a constructive critique, okay? Nevertheless, the research proposal seems ambitious and the jury felt that it was too broad in scope. So what the jury recommends is that the revision of the project focus on one or two sectors rather than the entire, education, health, and social welfare sectors, and identify the key variables and levels of governance that need to be clarified. They also say that it's important to conduct this analysis based on the lessons learned from Ebola. I must say, ex post facto, seeing what they're writing, I agree completely. It would be important as well for future iterations that the research design should consider the causal effects. Again, as an econometrician, I could not agree more. The causal effects either to shocks or to policies, including lack of control of comparison groups and identification strategies with a clearer statement about the representativeness. I would have said representativity, but anyway, that I'm just being a nitpicking academic of either the household surveys, selection of strata, or the focus group interviews. So Cristo, Team Cristo, congratulations. Congratulations. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much on behalf of the team. I extend profound thanks and appreciation to GDN and its partners, as well as the communication trainers who did very fantastic work with us doing the preparation of the designs, provided all the technical support we needed for the pacing session as well. As a team, we are excited, we are grateful, and yeah, this is an honor to be awarded this prize. And it has been a journey, a really, really interesting journey, from the very beginning of receiving the call to forming the research team. Writing the proposal, incorporating the reviewers' comments, like the entire stage has been very intense but educative and an exciting experience. And we as a team, we are very grateful for the experience. It's also a humbling experience as well. For this research is going to be the very first research conducted in the disaster governance sector in Liberia. So it's a very significant task that we have embarked on. And this time we recommit ourselves again to conduct high quality research that will have a great potential in helping develop Liberia move ready for whatever disaster that might come again next to COVID, because we're not stranger to it. We've suffered from Ebola as well. So once again, thanks to GDN, its partners, the communication trainers, Rowena, Jao. Thank you all so very much, and we look forward to our continuous work. Thank you.
Joao, is there anything else that we need to do before moving to the MIDP?
No, please go ahead. Let me just take the opportunity as well to congratulate you all. It's been amazing so far, and I can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to do the actual implementation. Congratulations.
Okay, so without more ado, let me move on to the Japanese Award for Most Innovative Development Project, the MIDP. As you know, there are 2 first prizes. They're eligible to apply for a JSDF grant of up to $200,000. And this is not in particular order, okay, because there are 2 first prizes. So let's pretend that Esther Duflo just randomized between the 2 in terms of the order. So the first prize goes to Friends International, Rebuilding Futures of Cambodian Sex Workers After COVID-19. So let me just go right away to the rationale given by the jury here. The jury considered that the combination of social and economic services and outcomes and the link up with government and other service providers to improve the services provided by others is a very interesting aspect of their intervention. The employment component was perceived as innovative, though it was recommended that a specific focus be given to ensuring that local authorities and grassroots community groups, churches among others, are as involved as possible. Again, I agree with this completely in the sense that I've worked a lot on community organizations, more in Africa, not in Cambodia. I've done a lot of this stuff in West Africa. Furthermore, it would be valuable to consider turning its experience into policy advocacy, as it could then address this from a systemic point of view and increase its relevance and impact. Now we're talking about scaling up and making things even more efficient. So congratulations to you. Let me do the second first prize winner. Maybe that's the logical way of doing things. Let me exercise my prerogative. The second first prize goes to YARDO, so Youth Action for Relentless Development. I love the title. The title is it's a wonderful title. Yeah, it's a great title, and the hashtag, the Freetown, the Tree Town, I love it. Also, the hashtag is just great. And so this is Sierra Leone. Sorry, I haven't worked. I've been to Sierra Leone, but I've never actually worked in Sierra Leone. So let me read you what the jury says. The use of mobile phone apps to track project implementation is very interesting. Again, I agree completely, since it is accessible to beneficiaries at a low cost, which could help enhance potential for scale up. Okay? Here we're always talking about the potential for scale up. And the jury still recommends to focus activities to ensure that there is a comprehensive buy-in from across all ages, genders, and community groups, and that they are linked into the local governments and various ministries and civil societies, organizations to maximize the long-term sustainability of these tree plantation endeavors. Furthermore, it could be explored, one could explore the angle of getting the funds flowing in terms of carbon credits as well, also important from the policy standpoint. And considering that this project is still long-term, it would be wise to have an M&E framework. Again, as a guy who does a lot of impact evaluation, and maybe we should get Howard White, who's part of GDN, to help on this. I don't want to. Joao, you can tell me off, but Howard would be really good in advising on the M&E framework that would allow the team to have measurable results for advocacy and assessing the impact. That's incredibly important. That if you want to do advocacy work, you basically have to have numbers that you can flog on potential donors. So congratulations to both Yardo and Friends International, really heartfelt congratulations. Let me give the floor first to Friends International, and then to Yardo, so that you can say a few words.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you so much to GDN. Also, thank you so much to Rowena and also Chow as well, that provide opportunity to Madam Line, also Friend International, to join learning and also contributing some develop program to support our marginalized and vulnerable people in Cambodia. So this grants very, very important to support them to saving their life and building their future. And it is a learning process, and we will do more to support, to help our people in our society. Thank you so much. And also during the time, also my director, Miss Mopsamaya, also joined the meeting as well. So I would like her to say something as well. Yes.
And great. Yeah. Hello everyone. I'm so excited, and congratulations, Pala. She's did very hard work, and also thank you to the team GDP and also all my team who support Pala to do everything. And also Pala, she's the best lady on the field, and also that is push the team to. And I think that with this prize, we continue to support our project. Thank you again for the team of Chow and everybody to train to Pala, and also that Pala can prepare everything. Yeah, thank you again. Yeah, thank you again. I just can say thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, very hard work for my Pala. Yeah, congratulations, Pala. On. Thank you.
And good afternoon, everybody. I bring greetings from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and I bring my deepest appreciation from the Yardo team. I think it has been an experience, an amazing one. And we have learned a lot over the past months, especially in the training, communication training. And we are so happy to be here today. And we are grateful for the recognition by GDN. And like I said earlier on, this award is not just for us at Yardo. It's about the 5,000 people whose life will be improved, and in terms of reducing the risk as a result of deforestation. So once more, I thank you, and I pray that God continue to bless you.
Thank you very much for that, for the two first prize winners. And last and certainly not least, the second prize goes to Koto, Know One, Teach One, Her Turn Women's Economic Empowerment Program. Let me tell you a story about female empowerment. Many years ago, not exactly the most gender sensitive person was the chief economist and the vice president of the senior vice president and chief economist of the World Bank, namely Larry Summers, or as not the most pleasant guy. You know, he was then secretary of the Treasury in the US, or as he's known in my field amongst economists is, because he never lets you forget it, it's Larry I'm so smart Summers. And when he was chief economist and senior vice president of the World Bank, he did something remarkable. He pushed one policy: educate young girls. Because even someone as heartless as Larry Summers recognizes that this isn't even an equity question. Even for a cold-hearted economist, investing in young girls is one of the most efficient investments that you can make in the development process. So let me read you what the jury had to say about Know One, Teach One. So, and I quote, "The project is great and it has shown that it is impactful and needed. However," okay, there's always a bémol, as one says in French. However, the jury did not consider that it had as much potential for innovation and replication as the others. And therefore, that's why they decided to give it the second prize. On the other hand, they recognized all the work that's been done by Koto, and they recommend that they take all of the project's experience in terms of policy reform advocacy activities and make this more systematic. You have the floor, Team Koto.
Greetings. I'm from actually in Seoul in Korea, so I'm gonna stay videoless and just my voice because you don't want to see my dark face and my white teeth only. So thank you so much to the jury and to GDN for this opportunity. It's been a journey like everyone else. I just want to extend my congratulations to all my colleagues. I think you guys are all deserving, all winners in my book. So I want to take this opportunity. So thank you for the journey. And whether we're first prize or second prize or whatever, we'll continue to do what we do. That's what we do. We're championing a cause. And this is definitely a wonderful experience for us all. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Jimmy. So let me bring these festivities to a conclusion by first remembering that these prizes are made possible by the Ministry of Finance of the government of Japan. It's managed by the World Bank and the PHRD. Trust fund at the bank. And what I really want to salute is the diversity of all the winners, of the 6 winners, both geographically, thematically, and also even in terms of methodologically, right? They're all coming at important development problems from different perspectives, in different contexts, and using different methodologies. For the MIDR, I mean, these are all practical projects. These are all projects that have the potential to be scaled up. That's something which is extremely important. Because quite often what happens, and I've been in the development business for longer than I would care to admit, it is measured in decades. And one of the terrible things that one sees when one is in the development sphere for a long time, in my case as an academic, is the number of good ideas that get lost or that never see the light of day or never receive the funding that they deserve. And in a very small way, thanks to the support of the Ministry of Finance of Japan, GDN is able to nurture a few seedlings, and this is something which I think is unique in the development sphere, and that's why we're so proud of this this program, and so proud, especially it's not so much the program, it's the people who the beneficiaries who are so important to this program. And I've only been in this job for 4 months, but I keep on running into people at conferences and in various places who have won one of these awards in the past. Like in February, I was organizing a conference in Morocco on migration, migration in South and Southeast Asia. And I ran into a guy who was a former winner of one of these prizes, right? But like 10 or 15 years ago, right? And I keep on running into people, and that's wonderful. It's a worldwide community, and I think we have to, grow it even more into a community where people also exchange across countries, across disciplines, across themes. So let me just to conclude, remind you that the Global Development Awards competition team will be in contact with all of you because there's still lots of logistics that have to be, be done. So there's contracting, there's the selection of the mentors, and then also you're gonna, all the winners are gonna have to tweak their projects. Also using the input that they'll get from the mentors. But so this is not the end. This is in some sense just the beginning, and the learning process continues. And GDN is very much a sort of a learning organization. But anyway, this has been one, very interesting, two, great fun. It's wonderful to see a bunch of smiling faces, because this is all good news. And my heartfelt congratulations to everyone for a job well done, and a job well done on part of the GDN team as well. I'd like all of the winners to applaud the GDN team. João is sort of the figurehead here, but he's a really important figurehead without whom this could never have reached this point. So as the Looney Tunes cartoon says, that's all, folks, at least from me. João, I think you should definitely have the last word here. I'm going to shut up.
Thank you so much. As I keep telling all of the grantees, and I keep saying throughout the years, I'm here to be your biggest cheerleader. And it's the biggest joy that I have on my job, is precisely to take that role and to give you all the support that you will need, might need, not will, because you might not need it, and to be there to make sure that you achieve all your wildest dreams within this framework. As John Lee said, this is just the beginning. We're still gonna go. You're gonna hear from me quite a few in the future in terms of getting all the different steps during the contracting, which can take its due time. So do bear with me throughout that entire period, because it can take longer than you might expect. I can speak from experience, but we will reach it. We will accomplish it whenever all the stars and all the different loops, administrative and from an administrative point of view, are taken both at GDN, at the World Bank, and to the government of Japan. So thank you, everyone. I look forward for this, and this is just the beginning. So thank you once again for taking part of this, for applying, and for taking part of this very long process. So without further ado, thank you. I will stop the recording, and thank you.
Thank you.